Yeah, so who is Seth?
Okay, so you got Zeus, right? My name became Zeus because I had a dream that okay, so I had a dream Kanye West was like, and now coming to the stage, Zeus. And then I came up on the stage.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? And then like I just been I was I didn't take to the name at first, but I started looking to into Greek mythology.
Mm.
I started like I was always in the libraries. Like I was all like one of the things that I've always done is been akin to or close to or a lover of connoisseur of literature.
Mm.
Like I was
Yes.
always at the library. I was
Yeah.
always either reading books or on the computer.
Yes.
So I started checking, and even in
At an
school,
early
at a
age,
early,
right?
because even in school they got the library in the school, so you can go check out. You know what I'm saying? Goosebump books. Man, I was all through all them,
Mm.
boy. You the Scholastica, they was setting us up for. But anyway, we was flying through them books, G. You know what I'm saying? That's how I knew about Series of Unfortunate Events, like before it was even a movie or a TV series, because I read all the books.
Mhm.
So when it came out with the Jim Carrey, I knew I wanted to watch it instantly because you know what I'm saying? That was around the time Harry Potter came out. Like, not Harry Potter came out probably like 7 years later, maybe like 5 years later. But in the beginning, I had a dream that Zeus, that my name was Zeus, right? You hear how that sounds?
So
You
that's one part, Zeus.
so
Where does
so
Seth
that
come from? Who is Seth?
so that led me down the path of reading Greek mythology. So I was all through that. I was all through the Greek mythology. I was all through it was points in time to where girlfriends that I had, I renamed them. I
Mm.
renamed them. Everybody who I was dating or who I was dating at the time, they got a goddess name. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? They was either, you know what I'm saying? Like
Really?
a goddess that was in a because Zeus had many wives.
Mm.
So I would just pick one that had the nature of who does this remind me of when I'm listening to or her energy or what about her fits into this pantheon.
Mm.
And if they would always fit into the pantheon. It wasn't like I was trying to make them fit into some pantheon or whatever. Okay, so making long story shorts, you know what I'm saying? But this is all important. That's why I'm even going there. So I started I started reading a lot of Greek mythology. And then as doing that, it opened my perspective um, to mythologies. Because you even to even shoot movies, you need to know this. They make you learn the mythos and Greek mythologies to even be in movies and shoot movies. So that would have been necessary if I would have took that route, which I will. But anyway, later on in life, I came across a book of Merlin, right? And in the book of Merlin, what is he talking about? Come on now, that's crazy. I'm just
The
letting you
Book
know.
of Merlin?
I'm just letting you know. Like I started reading a lot of occult literature. That pushed me down. Okay, so the Greek mythology pushed me down the path of awakening, the path of enlightenment, the path of spirituality, the path of realizing you're in the matrix, the path of realizing you're a slave, the path of realizing you're trapped. Those types of things, everybody has them in different forms or come in at different times. Some people come in at the hidden colors and they stay there. Some people come in at the certain conspiracies is what wake you up. Like, okay, whoa, that may seem like it's actual. You know what I'm saying? So I started looking at the world around me and like really dissecting the realm around me, and it led me in a lot of places, and it was all for my highest good. But
So is this how Seth became
mhm,
born?
so I came across the book of Merlin, and in the book of Merlin, there's a page and chapter where it speaks of certain things, and
Chapter 3,
verse 7.
verse 7.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so look, it's the 12 it's like okay, I'm not even gonna flex on y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's the 12 books. It's the 12 lessons of Merlin. You know what I'm saying? Like what book of Merlin? You know what I'm saying? There's lots of books of Merlin, you know what I'm saying? But I started to get into another mythology, which is Norse mythology. I've already been past the Egyptian mythology because like one would say that that's where you started. You know what I'm saying? But
So at this point, you're trying to say someone is trying to book you. They're trying to, is that what you're trying to say?
Listen to me. Like, okay, so main character vibes. You have some people. I know it's a lot of people who out there who resonate with main character vibes. Like when you watch a movie, you're like, damn, that's me. But it's designed to do that, to trap you and make you play into the Matrix. That's how the Matrix is played out.
So is this the birth of Seth?
Yes, it's birth of Seth.
Okay.
But Seth is a powerful aspect of myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or Seth, right? Or self, right? Okay, so, but it would probably be lower than higher. Because if you have Zeus already, then you have to have duality or balance. What's the other half? The other half will be the bottom. Or the other aspect. Because, like, say for instance, you have, we all.
So is Seth on the bottom or the top?
The bottom. We all have both sides of self, right? And then the overseer in the middle. They all speak about an angel on one side and a demon on one side, and then the you in the middle.
So
that would
we're
put you.
talking about the birth of Seth.
Yes, that will put you in the middle. If there's an angel on one shoulder and a quote unquote demon on the other one, that would put you in the middle, right? But
this is
the birth
the
of Seth.
birth of Seth.
So look, it was demonized. It's a guard. That side of yourself is the necessary side to be aggressive, to take something down, to not be a yes man or be like, hold on, wait, some shit could get rowdy. Okay, woo, you pop off on a nigga just like they finna pop off on you. Both of those aspects are the loving, caring part as well as the destroyer.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying? The ability to protect one's family.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Through physical means of having to take somebody out if necessary. You don't want to give that away because then you'll just be a subservient to whoever wants to take control over you and or your land.
Absolutely.
That's just common sense. So I'm in the book of Merlin, and in the book of Merlin, it said that I could choose a name out of the names that were given. It was a list of given names for aspects of things, right? To create different aspects.
Because this is the birth of Seth. Is this the birth of Seth?
This is the birth of Seth.
Okay. Because what we're not going to do is lie. We're going to tell the truth about how Seth was born.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Now, why is that even I didn't even know his name was Seth. Why is that even a thing? I got music. Facts. I got music that's under different names.
And right? I was going to get to that to let them know, go check out Seth music.
You know what I'm saying?
Because Seth ain't no punk.
He be getting off.
Way back. You know what I'm saying?
Way back. I ain't dropped a Seth track in probably like 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 10.
This the birth of Seth.
But yeah, this is the birth of Seth. So I'm scrolling through the literature, and then it says you could pick a name. Now I'm finna give y'all the sauce. Right? So there's other cultures and religions who practice different things that they don't speak on or share because that's what gives them their power. Right? One of the things I came across was how to make a golem. Whoa!
Wow. While the birth of Seth was taking place. Oh.
So now a golem is some crazy shit. But they're out here making them. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, whatever degree you're making one, whether it's for the highest good or the highest bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're out here making them. You know what I'm saying? They both can be. So, one of the names that I chose was Seth. And then I came across the name Seth, chose the name Seth. And from that moment moving forward, I had an aspect of self to kick others' ass. Because at that time in life, like, I was the man, you know what I'm saying? But still, when you're the man, there's a lot of motherfuckers who want to test that, try that, or try to kill that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have protection for that. You can't just be out here that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. Even if that's just your nature. That's just my nature. That's just who I am. I'm him. So by that being the case, there was certain things that were set in play because other things would happen later on down the line. So when that was made, things was getting real rocky at that time. It was like a lot of behind the scenes going on stuff that I didn't know about. There was a whole lot of behind my back talking, this person doing that, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a relationship with this shorty and she was on some like get out kind of thing, kind of vibe. Like you really didn't know too much about her family. I mean, I did because I asked questions. You know what I'm saying? You go out there to the crib. I didn't have to see the movie Get Out because I lived it. I got out. You know what I'm saying? The nigga was like, Rose, pass me the keys. What are the keys? What's the symbology? Give me the information to get through this door so I can free myself.
That's when Seth was born.
This is how Seth was born. You know what I'm saying? You seen the movie Get Out, right?
Yeah.
I don't got the keys. Yeah. What? They was in her purse the whole time. She had the information. But if he didn't have the, come on now. So like there were things that was happening that I was going through that I really needed, aspects of myself to come forth. You know what I'm saying? And not only have them come forth, but give them a name. You know what I'm saying? Or a nature, add a kind of nature to it. So that way it could be physical. So whenever it needed to present itself, it would present itself. Because you have some people who have issues with defending themselves. Not to say that was the case for me. You have people who are pushovers. People who are easily walked over or are willing to play number 2 controller or the second player. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as we all get. But what happens when you're the better player?
Yes.
Do you give up the first controller just because the other person? No. Sometimes you got to take that first controller for the sake of, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
But through that, I started working with the name. I started applying it. I started, like, people get information and then they just jerk off with the information. They never apply it. They never, you know what I'm saying? They formulate ideas and perspectives and thoughts before they even, you know what I'm saying, apply it. Even if they're in those kinds of spheres or spaces. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have somebody who's reading from the book of Leviticus and resonate with a character in there. And then, the same thing.
Say it again.
You can have somebody reading from the book of Leviticus and resonating with a character. From there, Leviticus. Okay, look. Crazy thing. I'm going to touch this and get off it. Okay, look. Red. Okay, so I had these bars, right? And it came from Seth. It was like red letters when he speaks. He had red letters when he speaks, but I'm not Jesus, right? But that put me on to the concept or thoughts of ideas of what I'm finna say right now. In the book, he was the only one who had red letters when he spoke. It was one to let you know that the difference, to let you know who was speaking, and then when you become more aware of aspects, when you resonate, when you ascend in consciousness, meaning gain more information about self or just the sphere around you, right? Which will lead you back to self, or should. Everything should lead you back to you.
It should.
But you find out that red is live or alive, and black is dead. They were not even alive. That's cold. Coded. That's why one could argue that's coded book ever wrote. That's why people, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so many things that, like, you.
If y'all ain't watched our other episodes, go back and watch them.
It's gonna be necessary. It's gonna be necessary. It's gonna be necessary.
This is how Seth was born. The birth of Seth.
The birth of Seth. I started doing music. Well, I was already doing music, but I started applying it with my music because I was doing the Zeus stuff, right? It was Zeus, it was KZ, King Zeus, King The King went to me forming another aspect. And then every time I would switch aspects, it was like the Beyonce and them shit before they was even on that. Like, boy, we far in the game.
Yeah, I remember.
You know what I'm saying? Sasha Fierce and people demonize this and whatever she's doing with whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Way before then.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
T.I., Tip.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne, Tunchi.
Yeah.
Come on now. So like people can't. People they would like to. They would like to act like what I'm saying seems odd or something that they wouldn't conform to, but they've already conformed. At bare minimum, accepting the existence or recognizing these individuals by what they choose to call themselves. And then on a basic level, you get a nickname all the time. What up, folks? Why people call you that? Because of your affiliations of how they know you.
That's what I was just going to say. What makes you think the person come up with another name for you that you wasn't born with? But we talking about the birth of Seth.
So I started doing a lot of music, and with me doing music with that name as the name of who's doing the music switched instantly. Now I wasn't
So Seth felt different.
Yes,
he wasn't had a different mindset.
I wasn't non-accustomed to that feeling. Like I've hit those are called gears. I've switched gears before.
Oh, so you know what I would like to ask you? So you saying that wasn't a feeling that you hadn't felt before. So are you saying
I now had a name or what to call the feeling? Or
so
like
you remember feeling that, but you kept that feeling like in a cage, or you would try to tame that feeling.
I remember feeling switches before, like really doing music, and then this music sounds completely different from the other music that I was doing.
It really does. Y'all gonna have to check it out.
Like every song I was dropping under, if you type in footage of Seth, if you type in on YouTube King Zeus, or where you think they got the Zeus Network name from? These niggas wasn't even using that. Where you think Eminem? Where you think Eminem got the name Zeus from? For on the like 2 albums ago. You know what I'm saying? Because the nigga seen me on everybody's page, on everybody's platform. It's a new song that just came out called G.O.D. OG. They watch your boy.
Oh wow.
Who you know say G.O.D? I be like, what up, God? You know what I'm saying? And then I break it down into, because it's generator, operator, destroyer. No, they would like to control the narrative, but they can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I noticed the switches. Like I noticed like every song that I did was better than my last one. Then it got to like,
have to check them out. Check the birth of Seth. This is the birth of Seth, but go back and check some of the footage of Seth. The footage of Seth, and then y'all drop some comments down here.
You know what I'm saying? Drop some comments. Do you resonate with do you not resonate with what's being said? Yeah. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I mean, that's all what the comment section is for. So you're open, you know what I'm saying, to voice. You know what I'm saying? That part's for y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's specifically catered for y'all. You know,
and then you could see how many years ago that this was, when Seth was just banging hits. Bang.
You know what I'm saying? Hits after hits.
Hits after hits.
Now, I didn't sit and drop like 10 mixtapes in a summer, like on some Wayne shit, and they were all fire. You know what I'm saying? And like
all fire.
36 tracks on a tape, 24 tracks on a tape.
Wait,
they wasn't no like 7.
No, wait, because what we not gonna do?
What we not gonna do is lie.
Woo!
Because what we not gonna do is lie. So look, check it out. I noticed the switching the gears. I noticed that like after the songs were like better than the last one, it was another switch. Like this mixtape better than the last mixtape. Then it was another switch. Every time I'm in the studio, I'm like way colder than the last time I was at this studio. Another switch. People are complimenting or telling me, yo, last time I seen you, you wasn't spitting like that. No, this was before Seth. Another switch. Yo, what's going on? You study reinventing the style, but I could tell it's you. But it's so cold. It's like I can't imagine you doing some shit like this. How is you doing this? So I was familiar with the switches. So then when I started dropping songs with instead of it being King Zeus or Zeusy, it was Seth. And then it would be like Seth 3 a.m. or Seth 2 a.m. or Seth. It was a lot. It was a lot of numerology. It was a lot of stuff. But those were the two songs that came to my mind first. You can look those up and find those on YouTube. That's why I named those.
You can find them where?
On YouTube.
You can find them where?
On YouTube. That channel got banned. Not banned, but I couldn't get. They stripped me of the access of the account, right? And then it became shadow banned to where the views that you put, or they're not registering. They stopped registering like within the first 6 months of them realizing what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So one could argue and say that I'm the reason and we are the reason for the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Individuals like myself, those who are the innovators, those who are the forecomers, those who come with true talent. You know what I'm saying? Like we was doing shorts before there were shorts.
Correct.
We were taking selfies before there was a front camera. We was having lives. We was going live before it was alive.
That's correct.
Go look at the footage. go rewind the tapes.
Check that footage out.
But I would drop stuff, and I noticed the switch. I noticed that it was way colder, but it was coming from a different space. It was coming from a I don't give a fuck place. More so from it gave me a chance to express some things that later on I began to understand where Eminem was coming from. I started tapping into that kind of frequency and energy. Like a superstar, but also the super, like what makes any superstar? The fact that they appear to not care about anything or what you say. They have their own opinions and they're free thought and free minded. That's what makes a superstar. That's what makes a star. You know what I'm saying? They're their own thing, right? Most people who become that realize those realizations. Richard Pryor, he became funny when he stopped giving up. When you were broken and someone broke you. I seen the movie JoJo Dancer. It's a reference or a play on go-go dancers. But he grew up in a brothel, a whorehouse. And he learned a lot of stuff about life, and then he fell in love. And then he was finna move, and then he was finna go to a different space in life. And shorty that said she was riding didn't want to go for some other reasons. His heart was broken. Once he
massaged that heart
and then stopped caring, he became Richard Pryor. You know what I'm saying? That's when he was funny.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? The best of the best are the best because they can do and say whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that there is no consequences that come with one's actions.
Because it is.
But it seems to carry more once you found yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I found an aspect of me that allowed me to channel songs or talk about subjects in a more rugged way, as well as really resonating with what I was going through at the time. I was going through a heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? And before I knew it, and I got a chance to channel a lot of feelings. And then when I go back and listen to these songs, I'm a reader now. I realize what that is. And by me looking from that lens, I'm able to see that my songs are telling futures. Because like I could throw on a song and listen, and it's talking about something I'm going through right now. And I'd be like, or giving me something to get through what I just did. Hey, damn, how did you know that, nigga? Like I was talking about Ace of Spades, this, Queen of Spades, that. You know what I'm saying? Cards, this and cards, that. That was, man. So I really began to, you have to watch also what you speak. Because I began to mold my reality. You know what I'm saying? Based on what I was speaking.
This is the making of
the birth of Seth. then it became, I would only use it because like it started going crazy. Like I started dropping like mad tapes and they were like too fire. So I was like, let me fall back just a little bit, give Zeus some more shine. And it was Zeusy Seth from that point on.
That's what's up. We need something from Seth. We ain't heard from Seth in a minute. So you know what? Yeah, drop Seth in the comment.
I got that. I
Seth,
got you on that.
Seth, Seth,
I got you.
Seth, Seth, Seth.
Okay,
We
I got
want
you on
something
that.
from Seth.
Now,
We
why
need
this
to hear
is
some current from Seth because for y'all that don't know, Seth is some years back, but it's hit after hit after hit after hit. And I
now
promise you, if you listen, you're gonna be like, damn, he owns something. He from Chef? Yep. Seth.
now
Seth.
that becomes important because now what music is you dropping now then? If we looking at some old shit, right?
Yeah.
So the music that I'm dropping now is under the TRS. Why?
Yeah.
Because it's Tris Magestas.
Yes.
That was before the Cat Williams shit.
That was before that. Yeah.
Know thyself. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Know thyself in every incarnation type
That's
shit.
it.
You know what I'm saying? So like on any aspect, whether it's that or it's not or it's not. You know what I'm saying? But you have to figure out that if you played the game Kingdom Hearts, that's what that was about. If you look at a lot of these movies, that's what that's about. But anyway, it became Zuzi Seth. And then I started dropping like some Seth songs when I wanted to hit that gear again. Like say for instance, you driving, you don't always need to be doing, you know what I'm saying, 120. You know what I'm saying? But it's required sometimes. Sometimes you need to show a nigga that you got 240 on the dash. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need to floor it. I've not floored it yet. That's the problem. That's what becomes an issue. And it's not a case of I haven't found the floor.
Yeah.
Perhaps there's no floor. Why? Like there's no ceilings. Why is there a floor? You know what I'm saying? But I accelerate accordingly. So the TRS music that I was dropping was a lot of me teaching people things, concepts about stuff. If you look at the mixtapes and the projects, the titles of them, and then the subject matters, right? If you look at TRS project, The Boy Who Lived.
You walk heavy.
The Boy Who Lived. We know a movie about that, but we're not going to talk about these things and the prophecies and whatever the case may be.
You walk heavy.
You know what I'm saying?
Seth.
But
Seth.
you know what I'm saying? But
Seth.
I know.
Seth.
But that's how it comes into play. There's more that there has been more than one aspect. You know what I'm saying? But the Seth definitely pop out. You know what I'm saying? You could see it when it pops out when she get ruggy or when I get rowdy. Or what my OG likes to call rah rah. Instantly. And it's G.O.D. Generator, the ability to generate. Right? Operator is the soul. The generator is the brain. The operator is the soul. And the destroyer is the Kundalini energy. You know what I'm saying? Like people play Street Fighter. Then go on Street Fighter, it was like yoga flame. Whoa, we heard the word yoga before. What's the flame of yoga? And how is he able? Okay, cool. Now you can follow the pattern. So it's not like, but that's a cult. Those are the mysteries. You know what I'm saying? But G.O.D, you have to have, there's a triple nature of self. There's a threefold nature of self. You know what I'm saying? Just like Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Which is probably the mother. Right? If we are we gonna take the woman out? Or has she been okay, but it's probably the mother then, right? If we keeping her in there. Right? Okay. So then there's a threefold nature of everybody. There's the master.
All I know is that we talking about the birth of Seth. That's what we doing. We talking about the birth of Seth. If y'all ain't heard that music,
go check that out.
Go check it out.
Go check it out. It's finesse. I rock with it.
Absolutely. And
Now,
I know
question.
I rock with it.
There are some people who. Do you know anyone who calls you a Lecky?
I do not.
Mm.
But me.
Mm.
But me.
When do you use that name?
Oh, yeah. Lecky, she's something else.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. People don't
Everybody
even,
does it.
and everybody don't get a chance to,
But having control of that, you know what I'm saying, is mastery.
Yes, I totally agree.
You know what I'm saying? Masterful. Me being able to articulate that to you all is the work. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Or uncovering the mysteries at bare minimum. You have people who call you Dee Dee. Mm-hmm. They get a specific kind of version of you.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got some people who call you Sister Dee Dee. Correct. They get a specific version. They don't get a Lecky. Correct. They definitely don't get Demetria Mickens.
You're absolutely correct.
Some people call you a person. I know someone who calls you Meathead. Yes. He gets a different version of you. You're right. There are people who will never see that version he sees just by name alone. That's right. The access to the name. That's why Rumpelstiltskin was like, the whole thing. Come on. The mystery behind Rumpelstiltskin. Like, what was the moral behind the story? Your name is important. Because if they know your name, they can hold you captive, hold your frequency. You know what I'm saying? Able to draw out a specific version of you just by knowing your name. No one knew his name. So he was able to move around how he was able to move around and hold certain spiritual contracts over people. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't know his name. But once she had access to his name, she had to see a different side of him. You know what I'm saying? You know what
Who do people see when they see you?
They see, all right, because they know me by many names.
Many names. Many names.
TJ, Tone, Antonio. Most of the names they know me by is dead names, so they get like dead aspects of self. You know what I'm saying? Or they try to reawaken dead aspects of self, and I have to check that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you kill an old version of you so you can become a new, like being a butterfly. They try to put you back into the as a caterpillar. What are you doing? I told you I've transformed.
Oh, so that's the metamorphosis stage, right? Going through.
You have to change your name or your nature. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a whole different thing. A caterpillar isn't called a caterpillar when it has wings. Yeah. Ooh. It's not called a caterpillar anymore. You now have to address that by its nature. You have to address that by a butterfly now. If you don't, people are gonna look at you like you crazy. I mean, I know that it used to be a caterpillar. So you saying you can't say when you see a butterfly, you can't say caterpillar. No. And it's flying is because it's a butterfly. It already left that stage. It left that stage. That's a dead act. You're trying to invoke a dead aspect of itself. Oh, you just know what I'm saying? So of course it's not gonna respond to you if you call it a caterpillar. For sure. If you ever call somebody by a name that wasn't their name, did they respond to you? They may turn around if you get to talking too loud and you turn to talking in their direction to see, is you cool? Is you cool? You really know me? You know what I'm saying? Or you got me mixed up with somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's, a version of you that, you had to remember. Oh, yeah, I used to go by that. Dang. It's been so long ago. People don't even call me that no more. The making of Seth? The birth of Seth. Now, there's people who call me Seth. The people who... The birth of Seth. The people who know me by Seth is the people who listen to that music. There's not a lot of people who know me by Seth. Just like it's like not a lot of people who know me by Tris. Like not a lot of people who know me by... There's people who know me by Navarre. That's my name. Like they don't know anything. They don't know any other name but like being Navarre, come here. Whoa. Whoa.
So what would you do if you was in a setting, if you walked in the room and there were people calling you all over? Tress, Navarre, Seth,
That
Zusi, Seth,
yeah.
Antonio, TJ.
That's called
So-
Instagram. That's called Instagram.
Ooh. Wow.
That's called Instagram. That's called social media.
Wow.
Right? And then you'll get on social media and then you'll get these people who know you by different names, and then they'll see other people's relationship with you and then feel either left or right about it, predicated upon they don't know you by the same name. So you got your feelings. First off, if you feel good about it or bad about it, you shouldn't even feel any type of way because you don't even know them by that name. You don't even know that aspect of them to even, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But you'll get some people that see some people in the comments and be like, oh, well, why would they say that? Or that's dope. That's raw. Ooh. Or don't even jump in the comments at all because they've talked about you in rooms that you quote unquote wasn't in. And if they get in your comments or like your photos, then it makes it seem like to the people who they were in the room with.
Wow. This the birth of Seth.